Hello and welcome to another episode of Couch Potatoes. Here you now, Sara and Jess. How's it going, Jess?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are we excited to talk about the show we've chosen for today?
We are, but I do have to say something
on
our public forum before we get into this. I know you were just talking about it before we started recording, and I didn't want to say anything because I wanted to save it for here. But Sunday, our little Sarah Rizzo was in a play. She was the lead in Love Letters that was put on by Steak and Sizzle.
Sizzle and Steak Productions.
There you go. Sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
No.
Took the adventure out to go see you in the play on Sunday, and I was so proud of you.
Aww.
Like, you really need to rethink a career because I did not know you had that in you. And then when I got there, I saw another coworker of ours actually sitting in the same aisle, and we spoke after the fact, and he said to me, it's always the quiet ones that can do something like this. So congratulations. I was so proud of you. You were so good. I cried you made me cry.
I made several people cry.
So I just had to say that in our forum. I am so proud of you. You did such a good job.
Thank you. Yeah, no, it was, it was a two-person play. So, I was
But you were
one
the
of
lead
leads.
Lady.
Well, they're both lead.
Yeah, right.
No, but, no, it was fun.
You did such a good job.
Thank you. I'm kind of sad it's over now.
Yeah, you came alive
Yeah.
on that stage.
Yeah, my friend was like, you found your calling. And I said, maybe.
And I will be at every single play that you were ever in for the rest of your life. You were so good.
Thanks.
So I am so proud to call you my friend. I'm so proud that I got to see that. That was so good.
Oh, thanks so much.
So let's not cry.
You're making me cry now. Okay, we'll get into the show now. So there's a popular show that people like.
Very popular.
Very popular that I hadn't seen. You hadn't seen it either?
No, never.
HBO Max. You might have heard of it. It's called The Pitt, right?
The Pitt.
The Pitt. It's a medical
drama. Yes.
Yeah. 2 seasons now.
Yes, I think season 3 comes out either later this year or early next year.
Yeah. It's won a lot of awards.
Yeah. A lot of Emmys, a lot of Golden Globes.
Yeah. And so we had never seen it. We watched the first 2 episodes of the first season. So episode 1 and episode 2.
Yep.
And before we started, I think you mentioned to me, and I didn't know this either, each episode is like 1 hour of their shift.
Yeah. So there's 15 episodes total for the season. So it covers an entire shift that they're working. So we start at 7 a.m. for the first episode, and then we just basically clock down with them. I don't know if season 2. I think season 2 is set up this exact same way.
I think it is too.
But also, before we get into this, I was reading too that some of the people that worked on ER have also work on the Pitt as well. Oh. So ER was a very popular medical drama, same type of concept. They don't do hour by hour for each episode, but kind of the same thing. So a lot of the creators, some people that worked on ER, and Noah Wiley, who is the lead actor on the Pitt, also worked on ER.
Oh, wow.
He was one of the lead actors over there. Come to find out, there's at least one person, I think it's like a wife whose husband worked on the ER, but he's passed now, and she's suing like everyone involved with the Pitt.
Oh.
Yeah. Went down that rabbit hole last night, read about all the drama.
I did not know about that.
Yes, because they're basically saying you copied everything that we're doing, that ER did.
Interesting.
So the Pitt's very much ER, but also with a 24, because 24 did that too. It was always an hour of like their day.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that show in a long time.
Yeah.
I never watched ER.
I seen bits and pieces of it. I think it was early 90s, I want to say, mid-90s about. I think that's when it came out.
Yeah.
But kind of the same concept. But yeah, someone from over there is suing like Noah Wiley because he's executive producer of the show and like other people that are attached to it. Yeah. So there's drama there, but it's a really good show.
Yeah, no. And that's the thing is I've watched a lot of Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, yeah.
I've watched
Who
some
didn't?
other I know. Who did watch Grey's Anatomy? I watched, a lot of other medical dramas. But so I'm like, are they not all the same? Are they different kind of thing? So I started watching this, and I immediately was like, I understand why people like this show.
Yeah, it's a very, I think, realistic view as to what an ER is in today's world. And I also think that this show takes place post-COVID.
It does, yes.
Because there is flashbacks.
They address that in the first episode. So basically, just talking about the first episode, so Dr. Robbie is Noah Wiley's character.
Wiley, yep.
Main character. And
Mm-hmm.
they talk about Dr. Adamson and how it's the anniversary of his death.
Yes, and he usually does not.
Come to work.
Yeah, Noah Wiley's character usually does not come to work on the anniversary of
his death.
Mentor, right? I think that's what they said he was.
His mentor, and so you kind of get flashbacks of he died during COVID.
I think it was during COVID.
It was during COVID. And I think it also kind of mentioned like Dr. Robbie kind of blames himself for his death. Yeah. I think that's kind of...
We haven't really gotten
enough.
I will say this is probably a really hard show to recap because usually with episodes, they start with an issue, we see ourselves through the issue, and then we basically resolve at the end of the episode. Yeah. It looks like with this show, you would really have to watch all 15 episodes to really get to the end of any storyline.
Because again, it's the whole day.
It's just one day.
It's one day. And so, the characters, that they're, the people in the hospital that, are there for medical, reasons, they carry over episode to episode.
Yeah.
So it's just so many storylines.
So many.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to keep track of.
And they're always talking in code.
Yes.
With 3 letters. Sometimes you guys in news do that, and I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
No, I understand what you mean.
But for this, there's so many different abbreviations for things, and I know some of the abbreviations because my best friend's a nurse, so she's taught me a lot throughout the years. But yeah, it's very quick, I would say, and I would say it's very realistic, very gory with some of the things that they bring up.
I was going to mention that too. If you have a weak stomach, do not watch this show. Don't do it. They show. The one part that really got me was the lady's foot that got run over by a train.
I know, and they just show it.
And they just showed it.
And I think they broke it off or put it back in place or something.
Yeah, I really couldn't tell, but it was a little gory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot to watch.
Yeah. So, again, if you have a weak stomach, don't watch this show. Again, it's on HBO, so they can show, some things that they probably couldn't show on TV. I don't know if you could show that on, ABC. I have no idea.
No, Grey's Anatomy was never
Grey's Anatomy was not like that. But still, good show. The first day there's some new interns starting too, right?
Some med students. Which they were like MS4, MS5. And then I finally realized, I think that meant medical school year 4. Yeah. Took me a second to figure that out.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking how crazy would it be if, that was you, and you basically have people's lives in your hands. I make mistakes here all the time. I couldn't imagine doing that in that field.
Every time that Dr. Robbie or anyone else, some of the other attendings or doctors let one of the interns kind of do something, I was like, I hope they don't mess it up.
And they're quizzing them as they're treating the patient.
Yeah.
That's got to be, I know that probably does happen in real life. Yeah. And that's got to be so much pressure on the med students.
Yeah.
To get everything right. But yes, they have a bunch of med students starting out, plus a new doctor that came over from the VA.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if she's also an intern or something, but she's over from the VA. And so she talks a lot about how she thinks everyone should go to the VA, taught her so much, and then she's there.
Yep.
Yeah. I think we're going to take a quick break here, but when we come back, I think let's talk about some of the actual patients that come in and the operations of the emergency room. So you're watching Couch Potatoes with Sara and Jess. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back to Couch Potatoes with Sara and Jess. We're talking about the Pitt today. We watched the first 2 episodes of season 1. So the Pitt is in Pittsburgh.
Yes.
Yeah. Very, very busy. It's the emergency room in Pittsburgh of this hospital. He goes to the Pitt, and one of the higher ups keeps, some administrator or something, keeps telling Dr. Robbie to not call it the Pitt. Did you catch that?
Yeah, she probably is because me and my boyfriend just binged watched and finished Nurse Jackie, which is kind of the same thing, but very much more soap opera-esque with the storylines. And there was someone in there too who would tell the nurses and the doctors what to do. And she was she was a nurse, but now she's head administrator of just the ER. But yeah, she keeps telling other people to stop calling it the Pit.
Yeah, because it doesn't sound great, I guess. But yeah, very busy ER. And, how ERs work is they take patients in by, order of when they get there. Or if you're like actively dying
And not
or
breathing or something.
Yeah, if you need like immediate assistance, they will take you ahead of everybody else. So
Yes.
that's, how normal ERs work. But they're super busy all the time. And you see the emergency, like the waiting room many times. It's just
Packed.
Some of the patients, the one thing I thought was interesting is they were like, again, 7 a.m. first episode. They're like, yeah, every morning we get like a couple assisted living people.
That's got to be true too in real life.
That has to be true because they do their, this at assisted living homes. They wake them up in the morning. Some might not wake up or some might not be doing well. So they got a few patients. They declared one of them dead when they got there.
Yeah.
And the one thing Dr. Robbie, before everyone, declares the person dead, and then, Dr. Robbie's like, whenever we lose a patient, we always take a moment of silence. Mm-hmm. So they take a moment of silence, I think, for one of the assisted living people. So they do that as well. The other interesting storyline, there's several, of course. The mom who is throwing up in the waiting room.
Where she faked it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So basically, this mom is like throwing up in the waiting room. One of the doctors sees him and takes her back to the, into the ER. And she has her 18-year-old son with her who could not care less, basically.
Yeah, scrolling on his phone while the doctors are talking to her.
Yeah. And then they kind of realize there's some weird dynamic going on there. So they take the son kind of leaves the room and they talk to her. And she basically was like, I took this, I made myself throw up, I wanted to get here, I need help for my son. She basically found like a list of girls he wanted to hurt at school. Yeah. Which is not good.
No.
But she thought this was the best way to get him help.
Right.
And
he runs for his life.
Yeah, they tried talking to him about it, and he's like, because also she's saying she lost her husband, he lost his dad, so they're like, if you want to talk about it, grief and stuff, and he just gets angry, runs out of the hospital.
Yeah. And I was hoping to see what happened with that, but I think we would have to keep watching.
You'll have to keep watching, yeah. By the end of episode 2, he did not come back.
No.
So you're going to have to keep watching for that. But that's very interesting. There was also the 4-year-old child who would not wake up.
Oh, I know. I thought that was like the weirdest.
And it didn't dawn on me what was going on with him.
Yeah.
Until they said it.
Yeah, so he ate edibles.
He ate cannabis gummies, yeah.
That, cannabis, look at you using the proper term.
Well, that's what they said. I'm sorry, he had edibles. A 4-year-old child and just wouldn't, he was alive, just wouldn't wake up.
Yeah, he's had to eat a lot. Like a whole bag almost if you're sleeping.
And
he's also 4.
They warn about this all the time, keep your cannabis gummies away from children.
Well, that's poor parenting.
They think they're candy, exactly.
Yeah.
And both the parents are like, we don't have any drugs in the house, blah, blah.
Of course the husband is
like, oh no, my friend or brother or I think his brothers, gave him.
Yeah.
And it was in his coat pocket. Mm-hmm. And the child got it.
And then they have to get, CPS involved.
Mm-hmm. And the mom
freaks
out. Dr. Robbie has to step in and be like, okay, this is what's going to happen. What do you want to do? Yeah, it was a big thing.
Yeah.
It was a big thing.
I'm sure that happens in real life.
Yeah.
Now more than ever.
Because the mom is like, I can't, her husband, she's like, I can't even look at you. I can't talk to you. How could you do this? It was, yeah.
Yeah, she was really, really upset. And I think the one who played the mom in that, she was in, she's always in those Netflix shows that they put out around Halloween, The Haunting of Hill House and the mom of that boy. Oh, yeah. She's so good in those,
Yeah, I've not seen those.
Oh, those are so good. She's really good in all of them.
Yeah, I don't think I recognize any of the actors in the Pit
from
other.
When they first start the season, episode 1, Dr. Abbott's looking for another doctor. I forgot his name, but the actor is Sean Hatzie.
Oh, yes, that guy. And I kind of recognize him from something.
Yeah, and I think he's a main character in this show, but I think that he's probably a night shift doctor, so we're not going to see much of him during the day. Yeah,
so when you see him, when Dr. Robbie finds him in the morning, he's on the roof.
Yeah, looking out,
just kind of reflecting on his shift.
Yeah, and so that actor guy, He was in Animal Kingdom, which I highly, highly, highly recommend. That is such a good show. He plays a brother that has like a group of brothers. The family kind of has some sort of like organized drug dealing situation, business going. It is such a good show, but I was so excited to tune in and see him, but then it's just, he was only in there for a few seconds and then he was out. So
we'll see him again.
Yeah,
we'll see him again. So yeah. What else happened in episode 1?
What else do I have written down?
I have some notes for episode 2.
We can move on to episode
2. There was the guy that like wiped off of his bike and just like destroyed his face. And they called it, and basically he had a floating face.
Yeah.
And that was gross.
Oof.
Yeah, they like kind of like, it's like, yeah, they were like, so again, don't like gore, don't watch this show. There was the homeless man.
Where the rats just fell out of his chest.
Out of his jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ran out, and I was like, oh, my God.
And they were just there, just hanging out there.
So kind of in the later episode, they're like, did you find the rats yet?
No, they're still running.
And they're like, there's rats running around this emergency room? That's bad. It is. The one thing, the one other, not funny, but some guy's girlfriend or ex-girlfriend or something crazy glued a dog shock collar to his neck.
Yeah. And then it kept going off while he was
he kept getting shocked.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, well, here's what we can do, which wasn't much.
No. I don't think they showed the end of that, right? That particular case that we didn't.
None of these cases, I don't know if they've, maybe just the woman who died in assisted living, like, I don't know if any other case resolved itself.
There also was the guy who clearly had a DNR, who did not want to be on machines, but his kids, his two kids. Like, we're not ready to say goodbye. We're going to put him on the
DNR. And Dr. Robbie, that one was kind of, and this just shows you, like, these are like real life scenarios that can happen. Yeah. He had a DNR. His kids have power of medical attorney or something like that. And they're like, we're not ready to lose him yet. Put him on the breathing machine. Mm-hmm. And Dr. Robbie's like, even if that's against his wishes and he's going to be comfortable and scared and there,
I don't know why you would want to go against someone's wishes. If they've already have it planned out, like have it in writing and have everything, why would you want to?
And like, it doesn't say, like, he's an old man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how old, maybe 80s.
Yeah.
But like, I think it is hard though.
Not to be morbid, but my dad told me he already has it all figured out. Yeah. He's like, I'm not putting that pressure on you and your brother. I have it written down what I want. And I said, okay, great. Don't got to think about it.
Great.
Real quick, I wanted to talk about Dr. Robbie and Dr. Collins.
Okay,
So Dr. Collins is a female doctor that works in the ER. Mm-hmm. In episode 1, the head nurse, I forgot her name, she walks into the bathroom and she sees Collins throwing up.
Yep.
And she's like, I didn't tell anybody yet. So obviously she's pregnant.
She's pregnant, yep.
But there's something there between Collins and Robbie because it seems like Robbie is always like testing everyone exactly if they know what they're doing. Clearly she's a doctor. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
But he still continued to test her. Maybe he's like chief of the ER, so maybe he has the right to do that.
Yeah.
But between episode 1 and episode 2, her attitude definitely shifted all of a sudden in episode 2 that she was, like, nicer to him.
Yeah, it's really weird because I don't know, there was some sort of, like, I think he did something that she didn't agree with, so there was some sort of confrontation.
Yeah, and, like, they were working on a patient, and she was doing everything, and then he just, like, kind of took over and shoved something down a throat or a hole or something like that.
I think another storyline, another patient, because I don't even know how many. It was the guy, the athlete, who just did like a triathlon or something, who kept just spontaneously dying. And I think that's what it was because he was like, Dr. Robbie was ruling things out. And he's like, oh, he needs potassium, I think. So he was giving him potassium. Yeah. And she's like, wait till the labs come back.
Right.
And he's like, he could die again. Mm-hmm. And he did it.
And he's like, well, it's on me, not you.
Yeah.
Okay. Just someone's life is...
So I think that was one of the things, I think.
Yeah.
Just he went ahead and did something and she's like, what if that wasn't it?
And he keeps checking with her like, are you okay? Are you... If someone asks me 3 times in an hour if I'm okay, by the 3rd time I'm like, no, I'm not okay. You're annoying me. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to take our last break here, and then we'll come back. And there's a moment in the second episode that I want to talk about.
You're talking about the ankle?
No, I was talking about the 18-year-old kid.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it.
So we'll talk about it. We'll be right back. You're watching Couch Potatoes. Hello and welcome back to Couch Potatoes. You're hanging with Sara and Jess. We're finishing up our conversation on the Pitt.
The Pitt.
The Pitt. Should not be that happy about it. But no, it's a really good show. It won a lot of awards.
Do you think you're going to continue watching it?
I keep thinking about it.
I think I'm going to.
I think I might too. Because I keep like sitting down. I'm like, should I watch the next
just one more?
episode? Well, because also we'll talk about the way episode 2 ended as well. But the one other thing I want to talk about from episode 2 is there is an 18-year-old kid that comes into the ER who's just like, he's breathing, but he's not, you know, he's not awake.
Conscious.
He's not conscious.
Yeah.
And they call his parents in, and, you know, they don't know. They're like, he's a good kid. I think he's in college maybe. He doesn't do drugs, doesn't do anything, blah, blah, blah. And they do a bunch of tests, and he ends up testing positive for fentanyl, and ultimately they rule him brain dead.
Yeah.
Which is
It's so sad.
heartbreaking, I know. And the way they handle that scene, Dr. Robbie goes in to talk to the parents and tell them about the brainstem death.
Yeah.
And he closes the door. I don't think you actually hear him tell them. You might hear muffles, but basically the way they do this scene is just, I thought was just like so heartbreaking and just like, you know, they did it the right way. You just hear the mother just wailing from outside the room and throughout the ER.
Yeah. And they all stopped what they were doing.
And everyone stopped because you can hear her.
Yeah.
And so just the way they did that scene, you know, heartbreaking, but I think, you know, very well done, you know. Because, again, this is things, you know, doctors in the real world have to deal with.
I can't even imagine, like, having to deliver bad news like that day in and day out, and then you just clock out for your shift and live your life. Like, that's got to come home with you, I would think, and really take a toll on you. Like, even worse than, I think, anything that you and I have to deal with on a daily basis here.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I can't even imagine, but like we've been saying, I think that this show gives a really good, realistic view as to how the ER is, how life is in the ER.
Yep.
And how it is, I think, really post-COVID, too. It's just a totally different atmosphere altogether.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're probably going to get more COVID flashbacks, too, because we also haven't found out exactly, like, did Dr. Adamson die from COVID? Like, what happened exactly? So there's a lot more.
And I'm sure they'll have probably scenes of what the hospital was like during COVID.
Yeah, I remember one scene so far, and it was all, like, you know, masks, suits.
Yeah, people just everywhere.
Yeah, you know how COVID was.
Yeah. My dad was in the hospital for COVID.
Wow.
And my dad's outside of New York City, and the hospital was so overcrowded that he was in the parking lot.
Wow.
And I could not get a hold of him for a few days because there was obviously they had no phone or whatever. So finally when my dad called me, he was like, yeah, I've been in the parking lot with COVID, blah, blah, blah. And like literally how you've seen it where it's just tens and tens of people. That's where he was.
Yeah.
Thank God he made out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this show really is eye-opening, I think. And I think that's part of why so many people are obsessed with it. It's just, and I think it's too, you know, you love to find out what happens with the storyline, and we have not found out really how a lot of these ended yet.
No.
So.
And how episode 2 ends is there was another patient that one of the doctors, attendings, interns, I'm not sure who exactly, I'm still trying to figure out the characters. Like
yeah, it's hard. There's a lot.
There's a lot of them, but there's this one guy who has a patient, and he was in there, and he was, I don't know if he was having like stomach pain or chest pain, and I think he ultimately said he has like gallstones or something.
Oh, yeah.
Or some kidney stones, something like that, and he's like, it'll pass. Anyway, so they're low on beds in the ER, as most hospitals
usual.
are. And so the guy is in the hallway, and when the doctor goes back to check on him, he is not alive.
Yeah.
So they get a crash cart rush, and they're doing CPR on him. They're, giving him epi or something.
Yeah, I think that's Yeah, something like that.
you know, to try to get his heart going. And that's kind of how it ends. And he's still going. He's like, we'll push one more round of epi.
Oh.
And I don't think that guy's going to make it.
No.
But so that's how it ends. And I think that's how the second episode starts. Or the third episode starts, because I kind of started it, but I didn't actually start it.
I still want to know how that doctor has a ankle monitor on her.
Yes.
What is that about?
One of the doctors has an ankle monitor.
All of a sudden, because it's going off.
Yeah. And then there's this other intern or medical student.
The one that's with her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's like an MS4.
And she's so young. And everyone's like, how old are you? She's 20 years old.
And she has a mother that's a doctor,
Her mother's
a father
a doctor.
that's a doctor.
Yep. Parents are doctors.
Yeah.
And she's like, I deserve to be here. Mm-hmm. And everyone's like, okay.
Right. So I forgot what because she's shadowing a different doctor. She's not shadowing Dr. Robbie or...
She's with the one with the ankle monitor.
Yes, because she fainted.
She fainted when,
And they keep calling her Crash.
I think, was it the woman who got her foot run over by the train?
that she passed out.
She fainted. And
so they're like, I think this is towards the end of the episode. They were doing something, and all of a sudden you just hear beeping going off. And then the doctor's screaming at her ankle,
like,
and then she just
it doesn't even work, or she's like, I'm at work, like, because she's like outside of where she's supposed to be. She's like, no, I'm at work, like, it's crazy.
So that's another storyline. I'm like, what is happening with that?
So there's a lot of storylines, and I honestly I really like it.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely going to continue to watch it. I think it's a really good show.
So maybe once we both finish it, we'll have another
discussion.
Yeah.
I just need to go back to Gilmore Girls real quick.
Okay. You won't let it go.
No. Well, I wanted to tell you. So they just came out with like baby names that have been most used in 2026. Guess what's number one?
Is it Rory?
No.
Or is it Lorelai?
Lorelai. There you go. Saw that. I was like, oh, okay.
I had to tell Sarah.
I had to tell her.
All right. So anyway, yes. That's the end of Couch Potatoes. The Pitt's really good. So if you haven't seen it, maybe take a watch. It's on HBO.
You and I are
Max.
probably the last ones to actually...
I know. I feel like we're behind.
Yeah. Everyone else has been watching it.
Exactly. So keep watching it. Season 3 will be out at some point.
Yep.
And that'll do it in Couch Potatoes for us today. We'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.